what is success? How do you define success? I've seen so many stories of people try to embody the belief system and the definition of success that other people have put on them, that once they achieve that certain thing, they realize, oh, this wasn't for me. This wasn't what I defined as success. So let me ask you a question. What do you define as your symphony of success? What does that look like for you? Because it looks differently for every person. I know guys that make $5,000 a month, and to them, that's ultimate success because they are doing what they wanted to do. They are becoming who they said they wanted to become. So let me ask you again, what is the symphony of success in your life?
Where you are in life right now is exactly where you chose to be, whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not. That is the reality of the situation. There's a plethora of opportunity, access, and information out there for you to become successful, for you to build the life that you want. But the truth is that you don't think it's possible and that you're comfortable with the life that you have. Therefore, you live and operate accordingly. So if the life that you have is the life that you chose and where you are right now is by choice, where's your video game character right now? Where have you positioned it to be? Oh yeah, but my life, my parents, third world country. I'm from a third world country. Look at me now. What? You can't do it. Who's holding you back? The system, the ideology, the culture, all that stuff, bro. If you want to become a high tier individual and if you want to live life on your own terms and be the wielder of your future, then you need to start moving with intention. You need to start moving and operating with a lot of power. You need to move as if you own this place, and you will, because if somebody else was able to do it and somebody else was able to be successful in the past, why can't you be that person? So where you are right now in life, whether you believe it or not, is where you chose to be.
Everything that you think about, you become. You become what you think about. Thoughts lead to actions. Actions lead to behaviors. Behaviors leads to lifestyle. Lifestyle determines your destiny. So everything begins in the mind. If you can control and wield your mind, you can very much determine your destiny. If you can determine that regardless of what your mind says, you will go to the gym, you will develop a physique unlike 99% of society. If you decide to work on your business and you decide and you commit and you determine your mindset and you wield it, you can become successful. If you determine to be a studious individual and knowledgeable, you will be knowledgeable. If you determine to be rich, you'll be rich. Everything is in your control. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. Broke people and successful people are both self-made, but only the rich and successful will admit it. They're the only ones that will admit it. The person that's broke, that's struggling, it's hard for them to admit that they are there because of the way that they think. But they are there because of the way that they think. Not only that, but it's also understanding that you can't solve the problems in your life with the same information that caused the problems in the first place. Yeah. You need new information. So you need to become a new person. You become a new person by what? Adopting wisdom, transforming your mind.